Another anger dead.
Welcome to another episode of Dragon Ball Z Card Strategy. We're going to be having Red Ascension Trunks and Blue Resolute Goku going at it. Of course, that's Angela versus CJ. The theme, of course, Red Ascension is pretty straightforward. It's not really a part of any sort of beatdown focus like, say, Red Ruthless is, generally contributing to stage damage. That this one is mostly MPPV focused. It does have a backup of being able to go into beatdown mode, but only as a secondary option. Okay, CJ passes turn, places setup into play. Angelo begins his first turn. He draws a Rage Blast, draws another red style energy from the new set, and Red Fist Catch. He has, of course, plenty of tools to be able to get off of level 1. He should be able to do it in 2 actions. Okay, he banishes the top card of his life deck using the Mastery. It is red style, it raises anger, it causes CJ to skip his first action. He fires off Enrage Blast, which would normally only raise his anger 2 levels, but with Trunks level 1 power, it allows it to be 4 anger. So he was able to get 5 anger in 2 actions.
I'll use my Mastery to discard a card. When it's discarded, I can place it into play.
Okay, CJ discards a setup in his hand, which goes into play when discarded. And he draws a card. He has used the effect of his Mastery.
Red Explosion Energy, you skip your next action. If you stop it, you miss this stage.
Okay, this red energy attack, of course, it forces the opponent to skip their next action. Time stops automatically. Goes back over to CJ. CJ's packing. Uses setup blue friendliness. Draws a card. Angelo passes his action. Oh no, he has his Trunks knee bash, I should say.
Attempt to crit your anger, it's a name card, so anytime I play a name card, I'll banish that.
He plays a name card and banishes a setup or drill using Trunks bash, which does that. Banishes a setup or drill in play. Okay, CJ's going to go ahead and respond. If he had had the blue head knock in his hand, it might not have been as useful since Trunks forces him to skip so often. Okay, he hits him with a good size energy attack, an 8 life card energy attack. Okay, 8 life cards, no critical damage. It was enough endurance to be able to handle that. CJ has many options. Okay, he would have lowered Angelo's anger to 0 in the process, but that block did generate 2 anger for him. CJ unfortunately is out of actions, as he does not appear to have the necessary power stages to continue his attack.
Literally got timed every game and every combat I went into.
He places red defensive stance drill. I say blue defensive stance drill. That's a pretty neat one. If should you stop an attack, you're able to place any style card from your discard pile at the top of your life deck. Very effective. It helps to prolong blue, which doesn't always have the greatest longevity. CJ is going to go ahead and not take the gamble. He's going to pass, rejuvenate an attack, and then it's going to move over to Ange. Ange draws 3. It looks like he's going to draw 2 physical attacks and 1 block. He's also not going to chance it, and he's going to go ahead and pass, rejuvenate one of the attacks. Okay, CJ has a bunch of different cards involved. I recently spoke to CJ. He was saying how this build has changed a lot. I'm looking at cards in his hand. I can see, yes, that definitely has been taken out of the deck more recently. So those are very helpful cards. Okay, he enters combat. He uses Goku's level 1 ability and draws a card. He discards the blue block that allows him to be able to banish it in the process of discarding it in order to draw a card. So from the Mastery and between that particular block, he drew 2 additional cards.
Next, if you block it, you use 2 stages. It's energy for 4, you have prevent 4.
The Mastery does absorb all of the damage. The hit effect allows Angelo to be able to gain an anger. He uses the Mastery, his Mastery forcing CJ to skip another action, so he's actually skipped 2 actions in a row, allowing Angelo to level 3.
As a fan, power lift, it stops your next physical combat. physical for 18 plus 5.
Really should stop that, CJ, if you have one in your hand.
How much? I really could have. C to my E, so that's 3, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He does have many options in his hands to help slow him down, but that's the most that he could do. He always runs the option of accidentally giving Angelo more anger by attacking with physicals. He's going to, of course, use blue lunge there. That attack allows him to look at the top 5 cards and place the setup or drill from it into play, so he's going to go ahead and do that. The rest go to the bottom. Okay, red power lift stops that effect because it stops the next one, so it stopped that attack. He uses an 8-stage physical from Trunks. Unfortunately, with that particular, with observation drill in play, endurance cannot be used even on CJ's own cards. So that backfired pretty bad. He took a full 8 life cards, could not use endurance. Okay, Angelo has thrown an attack that has caused him to start skipping actions. So CJ has him wide open if he had the stages to make it possible, make it work.
2 life.
Okay, he's able to land a physical attack, 4 stages and 2 life on Angelo. Takes a hit. Okay. And then, yeah, blue head knock would be a good choice. He really shouldn't be holding back. He has no stages. He's going to do blue rejection.
5 life, 6, 7 life.
Wow, lowers Angelo's anger to 0, crits his anger and the damage. Remember, endurance is turned off as long as blue observation drill remains in play.
D, so 4, 10.
So Angelo throws a 10 life card physical as Goku is already at 0 and endurance cannot be used, so poor CJ has to take all 10 life cards.
Attempt to crit your anger and gain 2 stages.
Using his level 3, crits his anger, gains some stages. Because remember, Ascension allows you to do that. You gain stages upon doing critical damage automatically. Okay, Ascension Mastery raises Angelo's anger 1 at the end of combat. Yeah, observation drill should not have been played, especially when he knew he didn't have the blocks to do it. He was in line to take lots of damage. Okay, Angelo does skip combat. He passes his turn. It goes over to CJ. He gets a blue lifting drill, which can be very handy. He does, however, pass. He doesn't have the necessary tools. He puts a defensive stance drill to the bottom of his life deck, which is very wise. You can't have 2 of the same drill and play at once. Angelo begins his turn, draws his cards. Looks like he's got a red right cross.
I'm going to start with red destiny. I raise my anger 2 to level. And your attack's 2 minus 2 minus 2.
Okay, he opens up the setup red destiny, adds 2 anger, minuses 2 from stage and life card damage for the remainder of combat for Trunks. Even in November, we still have Nats. It's been 2 on. CJ, you're going to want to mount to defensive. Use blue key buildup. It lowers Angelo's anger 1, but unfortunately the block also raises it 1. Okay, red right cross is a high cost physical. It's a AT plus 4, 4-stage cost, 2 anger. Angelo's raising his anger. He's coming right in range. He is level 4.
Blocking hand, raise my anger 2 to win.
Okay, so he uses red blocking hand, raise anger 2. He goes over to him. He uses turns power, raise anger 2, and PPV for Angelo.
I got his 2 anger from that, 2 anger from that.
Trunks really may be using just the 1 trick, but it is a very good trick.